What's going on, guys? It is I here, once again, some Joe Schmo with another Expanse reaction. And we are on episode number 6, titled Rock Bottom. Not like Dwayne The Rock Johnson rock bottom. We're talking about like metaphorically rock bottom, I'm assuming, right? We have been following pretty much James and the crew pretty closely these past couple episodes, which I'm a pretty big fan of, but I am kind of a little bit more intrigued into seeing maybe some of the more political aspects of what's going on now with Krishan and the Mars fiasco that's going on between like Earth and Mars, like who's going at who right now, getting a little bit more insight into the OPA, and now with Mr. Johnson himself taking on board James and crew. Yeah, it's a little messed up. I did forget to mention, I did know that flashback to the Anderson station was 11 years ago. In the moment though, like I didn't really see the 11-year mark, and then it kind of like made sense as I was watching the episode throughout its entirety. But I do know that was kind of like a flashback scene. Is that the same, Fred Johnson that we saw, or is he changing a little bit? Has he come around a little bit? It seems he still has kind of like these like kind of violent tendencies again, as he I'm still kind of holding on to that whole conversation between him and the forgot the leader of the Mormon guy that was checking in on the station. I'm pretty sure he still has like some like murder tendencies still there, the way he threatened him. Anderson and the conversation with Miller. Again, I'm not sure what Miller's kind of direction is, where he's gonna go with all this information. He did get abducted at the end of the last episode, so I don't know if, again, he's kind of like digging too much. Is it kind of like a government cover-up that like, oh, you're looking for that, you got that data broker and now you're digging too much, dude. Like you just don't know when to quit, or if it's maybe more on the OPA side that they're gonna like abduct him and see, because like maybe they're trying to paint this whole picture that like Julie maybe is, like she is working with OPA, but it's like for the greater good, or she's doing something good to inspire a good cause, because that whole scene with him, with Miller and her little ex-fling dude, whose name escapes me, you could tell that there was a lot of good that Julie did want to do with OPA, and even like, treating the Belters as if they were her own. And it was a really cool emotional scene where she was able, or they basically kind of gave her that title of like, hey, you're one of us. Thank you for supporting us, for helping us and whatnot. So that's where we're at with this episode. And we're gonna be jumping into, like I said, episode number 6. If you guys are enjoying your time here, if you guys just found this channel, thank you so much. You're beautiful. And be sure you hit that subscribe button, like button, comment down below. Let me know, what, how's your day going? How's your weekend? We're in April now, guys. It's crazy. It's been, exactly. Anyway, guys, we're jumping into this episode. Let's do it.
I need to borrow your spy on Tycho's station.
Took me 5 years of sheep dipping in Johnson's outfit to steal tech for his competitors.
The answer's no. I do my patriotic duty by screwing over Fred Johnson. Isn't that enough?
How's your son, Esteban? He's up for parole soon.
I would never like screw with her voice though. It's like, if she threatened me, I'd be like, cool, let's go for it.
You know why I quit the intel desk? I couldn't tell anymore if I was still working for the good guys.
I'll go get the ice cream.
Like she just commands so much without even having to say anything. This guy already knows what he's going to do, and she knows it.
James Holden, son of a bitch.
Oh, he already knows.
You two were the only witnesses to a series of catastrophic events. You could be the key to stopping all-out war.
We're not the only witnesses. You were watching.
I've been out of the war business a long time, son. You can put those guns away. Tell the others to come out. I'll give you safe harbor. And I'll get rid of that ship for you.
The question is, did they know going into it that Fred was the butcher, or did Naomi tell them who he was?
As a Corvette-class Martian frigate that typically crews 30, I only see 2 of you. That tells me that you're trying hard to hide your numbers. Tactically, if there were more, as a show of force, you would have brought them out. I'm guessing there are 2 to 4 people left on your ship.
Jesus.
And I'm confident that there's no Martian Navy on board. If they were, they'd be out here speaking with me now. You walked off that ship because you're in charge. At least you think you are. If I wanted to hurt you, I would have broadcast your transponder and your position to the entire system.
Lord have mercy, this guy's
Coming
like...
here was your only option, but it was also your best option. Now, you want to continue to play games? Or shall we talk about how to help each other?
Oh, clear, cut to the point. All right.
Hey! You can't do that to him.
Okay, so Anderson's abducting him then? Or is it kind of like working under the radar now, or not wanting to be seen?
We're going to have a nice long talk, you and I.
Okay.
How long depends on you.
Cool. Yeah, let's learn more about Anderson. I want to know what makes him tick.
What's taking so long?
Setting the last charge now, Uncle Mateo.
Well, hurry up, or you'll be back stealing water on series, you street rat.
What kind of dialect do some of these like characters use? Like, is it like are they going with like a more South African accent or dialect? I feel like some of like the Belters have like that kind of dialect, right? Or am I just like totally misspeaking? I don't know. I might just be dumb. Oh shit. Wait, what? Should that shouldn't be, he shouldn't be able to.
It's a pretty big boat you're building out there. A small fleet of stealth ships wouldn't be impossible.
I'm not gonna debate with you.
We're going back to our ship now.
What did you find at the data broker's place?
Some third-rate porn. I guess your men, I think they got all the good stuff, so.
Why did you go back to Julie Mao's apartment?
I'm gonna come clean. Embarrassing, but, really like her shower. It's great water pressure.
You are the station joke. I did my homework. Should be in a black freighter right now, buying each other rounds, talking future plans.
Try it on. Your head's big enough.
We are fighting for something precious here, Miller.
Sure. A fatter percentage of the docks.
I am talking about independence.
Yeah. With you as governor?
Mm-hmm.
It's a great idea.
Can't believe I didn't see it before. Oh. Detective Miller. You're in love with Julie Mao.
Yeah.
Is he though? I mean, I never really got that vibe from him though. I just, like, I don't know. This whole case seemed to be more of just like an obsession on his part though, right? Of just wanting to figure it out, wanting to prove himself that he is like still a good detective. So I never really got like a love vibe from it unless there's either A, something I'm not seeing, or B, something that hasn't been told yet.
You locked down the net?
Cool.
Then why is my
So
money
like space
floating
fisherman.
away? Saban. Stupid good-for-nothing rat.
Power down and prepare to be boarded.
What do they want?
Provided a ship for an OPA recon mission out of Ceres, which disappeared. The name of that ship is the Scopuli. That's right.
Hey, okay.
Get to retrieve the lone survivor, Lionel Polanski.
Who?
It's a code name. We received a set of coordinates from him a short time after the disaster. It's getting hot out there, and the OPA's got nothing like this.
I'll pick up your operator.
You're too valuable as a witness. If you get killed...
The other three saw just as much as I did. They'll stay and be your witnesses. We'll all give sworn statements. We're gonna be spending a lot of time staring at each other across the dock out there. You and I both want the same thing. To do right by our people.
I am assuming though Fred Johnson is a Earther though, right? Because he worked for the UN. Makes sense in my head.
Says year's expired.
What happened, Pebble Jockey? Did you get drunk and forget to renew your license?
I didn't have the script, Copain. I had to replace
Yeah, you Belters always got an excuse. We're gonna have to AO 66 you. When you arrive on Euros, your cargo will be held under lien until your fines are paid in full.
Oh, come on, there must be something.
Leave him alone.
So do both Mars and Earth look down on Belters then? Or do they just treat them as like secondaries?
You're using his crew? How do you know he's not gonna space you the second you get out there?
Because you're gonna rig the Rossi so it only responds to my command. For God's sake. Look, I don't need to trust Fred Johnson. Both have a gun to each other's head.
Why are you so hell-bent, Holden?
Because this is my fault.
Is he gonna say it? Is he gonna say it?
I logged the distress call in the camp.
Amos. I knew.
Oh, shit. And she held it from you, dude.
You should have said something.
He's like, I did. It just took me a couple of days to say something.
So, let's talk about Julie Mao. She chose to be OPA because she believed that what we are fighting for is just. No, she came to me, asked me to help her. She knew what she was doing. She was willing to make a sacrifice for us. She's more than you.
She trusted you. She put herself in your hands because she couldn't see the blood on him. Just like your sister. Is that right? Wasn't she like 15 when you let her die out of a belt? Part of the legend you like to leave out. Everybody knows that story.
I doubt that.
You're just stupid kids, right? Rock hopping out on the belt. You forgot to check her mag boots or something safe.
Would you like me to tell you the real story?
I'm sure you've told so many lies about it, you don't even remember what happened.
My sister Athena was touched by the hand of God. The most beautiful child in all the belt. The smartest.
Okay.
But she was fragile. Her bones were like chalk from spending a lifetime in 0G. She was never going to recover. An impossible burden for a dirt poor family of rock hoppers. I had 3 other sisters to think about. Our family was starving.
So, like, he did it knowingly, or he... Ooh.
And that makes me a monster. There was no script to bury her, so I laid her to rest in a beautiful bauxite tunnel that we discovered together. Do you know, it is possible to cry so hard that your tears turn to blood.
Man, I couldn't ever imagine myself or anybody in a position that has to make that choice of, I don't know, I'll leave it to you guys. Could you ever make a choice like that? No, like that's like a Thanos level decision of like, I have to sacrifice X in order to save Y. Like that's a heavy burden to have to live with.
Everybody dies for the cause. Except for you.
Die as you lived.
No! God! No! Please! No! Get out! Please! Don't try hard!
Is he just ejecting him?
I'm sorry! Oh my God! He's going to walk so far! I'll go!
There's like a lot of emphasis on sacrifice this episode.
Why are you interested in Fred Johnson?
He has blood on his hands and wants redemption. While Earth and Mars throw sand in each other's faces, the OPA rises in the belt.
Tycho spins up asteroids. The Donager was destroyed by advanced stealth warships.
And Fred Johnson is building the largest spacecraft.
The OPA killed your son. You sure this isn't personal?
Oh, I don't know if we knew that. Did we know that? That the OPA killed her son? Did we know that?
And you can tell a lot about a place by how they treat their people. Fair enough. Why don't you spin some script? You're not married.
What makes you say that?
Like I said, I grew up in places like this.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, is the picture of his wife and kid, are they still alive or are they dead?
Relax. Rigged to fail safe, right?
They try to access any areas that they shouldn't, and the Rosie's core will self-destruct.
Oh. How does it feel now, Millard? He did the same thing to this other dude in episode 1. The air filter guy. What the shit? Dimitri? Oh! Feeling a little bit like a fool now, huh, Miller? Not telling her what's going on after she now just saved your ass.
You don't need to do this. We'll be okay. Singlong, you are an unauthorized intercept force. Adjust to
It's okay, Diogo. Someone will find you out there.
We'll be okay.
Someday.
Oh, is he gonna crash this thing into something?
The man's gonna stand up.
Oh. Did you just fling a bunch of rocks?
So what's next for Naomi Nagata when all this blows over?
Nowhere nada. I'm using my last remaining brain cells to try and kill my last remaining brain cells. So let's get to work on that, shall we?
Oh, is that their spy? Mm-hmm.
You and me are the same. First shot. I killed him, all right. But it wasn't the blood or the iron smell of it that got me. It was their little girl.
Oof.
In the window.
It's rough.
The only guy I ever killed. My advice is you just forget it.
Oh.
Found this at Julie's. Let's see what's on it.
Yeah, this is what Anderson wanted to get his hands on. Well, I don't know if specifically if he wanted his hands on that or if he was just trying to see if Miller found anything at Julie's place, right?
Oh, spare us the speech.
The ship's ready. Are you?
I guess we lost Amos.
Oh, he'll be here in a sec.
Likes to make a little entrance.
I guess I'll put on some coffee.
In return, I want you to help me find someone. Someday I'll come to you with a name. No questions asked.
I'll do what I can.
She's like, but I didn't even give you the name. Okay, all right.
I figured it out. Most of it, anyway.
It's not dormant, it's giving off heat. I'm seeing molecular reactions, vibrational resonances, all across the spectrum. Can you hear me?
And then, data broker ends up dead, and ships start blowing up.
We know who's pulling the strings?
Look at, she's got like a guilty look on her face.
Scientists on Phoebe discover something big that would tip the balance of power. The OPA gets wind of it. They send a crew out to steal it. Mission goes south, which leaves someone with a lot of power.
Like maybe the captain.
Radiation levels are off the charts. We're ready for the next phase. We need to get a sample off Phoebe.
Oh, is that the, that's the core, right? I don't know, like the blue kind of leads me to believe. I remember the blue from the core in the episode 1, right? That thing that was absorbing people. That has to be that.
Copy.
Erase Detective Miller's case files and cancel all his clearances.
Oh.
You're fired.
Mm-hmm.
Dolls.
Damn. Wow.
Security.
He figured it out. He. Ooh.
Help Mr. Miller find the door. If he gives you any problems, feel free to shoot him.
Oh no! They've infiltrated. Well, one, he's not the only one that saw that message, I'm assuming, right? And then two, he had to have made a copy of that, right? He can't be that neglectful just to like walk in with that and just be like, hey, look what I found. There it is, man. Episode number 6, Rock Bottom Down. That can't be the only, like, nah, like, there's more to it, right? He's, obviously, now that he's been dearly departed from the Force on series, I'm sure now he's probably gonna go back to Anderson and try to find something out, right? Because now I feel like now that he knows that there's like some corruption going on within the Force, he now knows about like this weapon that I believe he is theorizing that's taking place on Phoebe, right? And I'm pretty sure it looked like that sphere or that, what was it, that engine that was on the Scopuli, right? That was absorbing, like, I still think it just like was absorbing people into it, but they're claiming it's like a bioweapon. So, yeah, there we have it. I mean, it feels good. It feels good to see Miller kind of come around and like actually was right about certain things and kind of had some sneaking suspicions about these things. And it's kind of like, you know, there's a little bit of payoff there. James Holden and the crew, I believe, so they're going out to find what I believe Fred Johnson was saying there was a spy on, he was saying there was a spy on board the Scopuli that they're trying to go retrieve, or I guess I wasn't really sure where they're going to retrieve this spy of his though. So, but it's cool that they're still together. I love all the chemistry between the four of them. They really work well off each other. There's a cool little dynamic between the four of them. Even though it's only like 6 episodes in, I really love all of their personalities and their kind of, like I said, yeah, they're dynamic. And there's a lot of emphasis right now on Fred Johnson and him trying to, like, what's the best way of putting it? Like, buy his way back into Earth's good grace, because I don't know if, like, maybe he's got, like, a bad reputation because of the whole butcher, the butcher of the Anderson station or whatnot, but it seems like he's trying to get on the good graces so that he can get back into, I know there was, like, kind of like that line there that he wants to get back onto the UN Council or some shit like that, right? So it's like, but you could tell that not only does Crescent not trust him, but there's a little bit more at play there. And the fact that like Crescent, out of all people, who's like very political, very kind of knows how to play that kind of game, is cautious of Fred, I feel like it speaks a lot of Fred and his character and how he conducts himself and how he is just not trusted by anybody. But what do I know? I'm still just some Joe Schmo sitting here reacting to The Expanse. Anyway, guys, we'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, peace.